So I made a video approximately 2 years ago where I tried Emacs for what I claimed to be the last time. And I was legitimately done with Emacs at that point. And my argument against Emacs has always been not that Emacs is bad, because it's not, but more that Emacs is just not for me. It does too many things. It takes a lot of configuring in order to get it to actually work the way you want it to work, and by the time you've done that, you've spent so much time. It's very much like Vim in that way, right? In order to get Vim to work really, really well, you have to kind of spend your life configuring it. And eventually, yeah, you do kind of get yourself into a comfort zone, but by that point, you've spent so much time, it's really kind of hard to leave. And I've already done that with Vim. I've done the work with Vim. I have my configuration file that I use. I did finally transition over to Lua, but it took a long time and a lot of effort in order to actually do. I don't know if I want to put that much effort into an entirely new ecosystem, which is what Emacs is. But I'm a people pleaser at heart. I can't even say that with a straight face, but I like to make you guys happy, and I have been asked repeatedly, like constantly, by dozens of people to give Emacs an honest-to-God long-term review. And by long-term, they weren't talking about a month or two. They were talking a long-term review. So, damn it. I'm going to do a long-term Emacs review. Now, I'm going to do this in two parts. I'm going to torture myself first, and then I'm going to go the way that I want to go. So, first, I'm going to do vanilla Emacs. Now, just saying that makes me cringe. I don't want to do vanilla Emacs. I have no interest in vanilla Emacs whatsoever, because I know in order to get past and actually use that thing, I'm basically just going to be recreating Doom Emacs. I know it for a fact. I'm going to enable evil mode. I'm going to do all the things that Doom Emacs has already done, but I'm going to have to do it all by myself. But it's probably a good thing. And I like saying that, but it's true. If I want to learn Emacs and all the stuff that goes with it, I'm going to have to put the effort in. And the best way to do that is to start from a blank slate and figure out how to do it on my own. Then, if I decide I want to go with Doom Emacs, I'll at least know what they've done and how to tinker around with it, I suppose. So the first half of the review, I don't know how long it will last, it'll be many, many months, will be spent in vanilla Emacs. Now, it won't stay vanilla. I guarantee that there are things that I'm going to be changing right off the bat. I'm not going to be doing like a suckless vanilla, review where I stay suckless the whole time. That's just not... It's just DWM and suckless tools are useless without patches. I'm assuming vanilla Emacs is basically the same way. I don't want to use it vanilla for very long, so I'm going to tweak it and make it my own, and we'll see how that goes. The second half of the review, if it happens, will be Doom Emacs. I have a feeling that's where I'll end up anyway, because I have a feeling, after using vanilla Emacs for a couple days and not getting very far, I have a feeling that vanilla Emacs is just not going to be at all what I want. Like, I'm going to want Doom Emacs. I'm probably not going to be able to learn vanilla Emacs fast enough to make myself use it for any amount of time and be happy about it. So we'll see, but I'm going to try. So eventually, if I can't get vanilla Emacs to work well enough for me, which I'm going to give it a good old college try, I'm going to try over the course of several months, and then I'll move on to Doom Emacs if I need to. So I do have a safety net, a baby blanket, whatever, that is there in the background if vanilla Emacs just proves too difficult for my little bitty brain to figure out how to use. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, I have Emacs installed, which you guys will be seeing here in a B-roll. I'm not going to switch to it in the live screen because there's other stuff up on the screen that I don't want to have to hide. But the point is that I have Emacs installed. It has been on my system for a couple days. I'm in the process of finding tutorials on how to use it. That's where I'm at right now. It's very early days. I will say that there isn't a program out there outside of XFCE that does a worse job of being pretty out of the box. It's like just beginner's vanilla Emacs is the fuggliest program I've ever seen. Like, I understand a program's not supposed to be like pretty to be functional. It doesn't have to be pretty to be functional, but it's like when you're trying to buy a house and the first thing you see is the outside of it. If it looks like a pigsty and it looks like it's could be condemned, it doesn't matter what the inside looks like if the outside looks that way. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter that Emacs is all powerful. If the outside looks like crap, I'm going to think that it's all crap. That's the way that I think. So anyways, I'm doing an Emacs long-term review. You guys will know when this video goes up that I'm actually starting. I don't know when I'll actually post this video, but probably by the time you see this, I'll have been in Emacs for quite some time. So I may end up actually recording several other videos on Emacs as the course goes along. I want to give org mode a serious, honest to God try this time. Because one of the reasons why I'm doing this is because I've been searching for a good markdown editor. And the only one that I've found that works well with the way I do things is Obsidian. And I have my own problems with Obsidian. I did a whole video about those. So I want to see if Emacs can be my markdown editor. It has to be better than what I've found so far, but we'll see. It depends on how much effort I got to put into it to make it that way, and if the effort at the end is worth it. Like I said, we'll see. We're early days, so if you have things you want to know about Emacs that you'd like me to find out for you, leave those in the comment section below. If you have other thoughts on this whole challenge / review or whatever, comments in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. You can follow me on Mastodon. That link will be in the video description. You can also support me on Patreon at patreon.com/linuxcast. Links for YouTube and Ko-fi and such will be in the video description as well. Thanks to everybody who does support me on Patreon and YouTube. You guys are all absolutely amazing. Without you, the channel just would not be anywhere near where it is right now. So thank you so very much for your support. I truly do appreciate it. If you too would like to support me, patreon.com/linuxcast, or you can head on over to the store, which is available at shop.thelinuxcast.org. There you'll find all sorts of awesome Linuxcasty merchandise, all the proceeds for which goes directly towards helping me make more Linux content for you guys. So thank you so very much for your support if you've done that. If you haven't, head on over there, check it out. I'd appreciate it. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.